Southern Vangard Radio. This is DJ John Doe, and to the left of me is my man.
Woo! Woo! So tired.
Cappuccino
Man. It take a long time to recuperate,
boy,
man.
These days, when you over 40, bro, it takes literally
it take a while to bounce back.
Days off of your life and days to recover.
I feel good, but it's just like I know I've been through some shit.
Right.
I work over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? What's up, homie?
I'm just I'm tired of shit.
Yeah.
I'm tired as can be, man.
I believe it.
But you know what? It was worth it, because I tell you what, last Friday, Southern Vangard, Speakeasy Promotions, We Are the Guard.
We are the guard. We are the
showcase
guard.
was off the chain, off the hinges, whatever you want to call it, man. That's what it was.
Wow.
I'm still stunned.
So crazy.
I'm still stunned.
That's
Now we have an in-studio guest as well with us.
We do. We got DJ Pocket.
DJ Pocket's in the
right
house.
here with us.
Yeah.
He gonna be providing commentary on a couple of different things, because he did the whole weekend.
Yeah.
He did the whole weekend.
He did the whole weekend. Did you do some Thursday night shit?
Thursday night, I was with y'all Thursday. Y'all wasn't there Thursday night?
Nah.
Where were you Thursday?
Sadat X.
I was there. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, me.
That's right.
That's
right.
Yeah, I was out every night.
Oh yeah, radio station.
Yeah, the radio station. Then I went to the.
All right, well
show.
That's it, homie.
Yeah, I met him after the radio station.
That's the problem.
You had Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, I had 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Plus, just like practicing with Jay on Tuesday night, we did the show on.
Yeah, it was a long week, man. When you look at everything like that.
Yeah, the week was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Week was wild.
Man.
And then, just coming back and trying to do, be a good dad and be a good husband too on Saturday and Sunday. Woo, boy.
An hour after you got home.
Boy.
That's why I was telling dudes, I was like, shit, John. Excuse me, John, I got up and cooked breakfast still and
oh yeah.
all kinds of shit.
Yeah. I got up and did I make everybody breakfast? Yeah, I did. And then
we should have came over here, man.
And then
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, and then after all that, I mowed the yard, which had not been mowed in
I still haven't done
2
my
weeks.
yard.
So you're gonna be me. You're gonna be me in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh man. So anyway, there's not an interview session this week, y'all. I mean, there is. We're just interviewing one another because we just had to have a recap. I mean, last week was just so nuts.
Crazy.
At a minimum, we just had to document this shit, because we were just saying before we turned on the mics, like, me and Meeks didn't even get a picture with anybody. Pocket, I don't think you got a picture with anybody either, did you?
It was just.
I seen them.
Just in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I think the best thing for me was that I was able to approach these dudes, and they was like, "Yeah, this y'all shit, right? Yeah,
right,
yeah."
Like, man, that was awesome in itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
indeed. What were you gonna say, P?
I don't even remember.
Oh, okay, all right. You look like you had something prolific to say.
You were saying you didn't get the
picture. Yeah, I was like, it was too much going on, man. I seen everybody asking everybody for a picture. Seeing Finesse and all. I ain't gonna run it down, but everybody that they saw, they was taking pictures. I was like, man, I get tired of that. So I ain't gonna ask nobody.
I saw Primo get low key bum rushed. Like, he walked over there to that bar on the side to like get away from all that shit.
Right.
And motherfuckers started hitting each other. Yo, that's Premier right there.
Yeah.
And they just ran up on him like all over again. He like, God damn.
Yeah, man. I don't think he knew what he was walking into. I don't think anybody knew what they were walking into on Friday night.
Nobody had a clue, man. It was fun to look around and when certain stuff was going on to see people's faces, like,
including ours.
Including ours, yeah. Bugging out.
One thing they do know now, though, that the hip-hop scene here is just as strong, if not stronger, than what they got going on in NY. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to really setting off a good, solid hip-hop show, I mean, it's about the culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
They got to come to 529. They got to holler at the God. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right,
From
yeah.
here going forward.
No doubt. No doubt.
Word.
And to hear that come out of some of them mouths, was like, that's even more official.
Yeah, no
Like
doubt.
for a large professor to say, yo, this your shit, right? Y'all official, man.
When did
I
I didn't hear that. When did he say that?
I went in the green room. He was sitting in there with his man. And I was talking to him. I just went in there to say thanks for coming. He had just got off from rocking with Opio. I just went in there to say thanks. This is before he hit the stage at the end. And I'm just like, man, let me go holler at this dude. And it was funny because he was sitting next to his homeboy on the little sofa in there. He was like, man, forget what P talking about, man. Is that really a hammer in your back pocket?
His homeboy said that?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, man.
What, did he see it or had you pulled it out?
I imagine everybody saw. When he asked me about it, I pulled it out. But I had that shit in my back pocket the whole night, man.
That's gangster.
Because it wasn't gonna go down up in there.
Yeah, so we need to provide some context here. Because
let's start it right.
Yeah, Pocket and I were the first ones to realize that Meeks was absolutely not playing on this night. So we get through sound check, right? And we go over around the corner to get some pizza, right?
I forgot about that.
We go around the corner. What's the name of that spot?
I don't even know.
What's the name of that pizza spot? It just says pizza on
it's
the
on
front.
the corner by 529. Everybody been there.
I fuck with that pizza joint. Anyway, so we run over there to get something to eat real quick because we got about, 15 minutes before the show, before the doors open.
Yeah.
So we run in there and get something to eat, and we sit down. And this is the first time we're like, cause all three of us were running around just doing shit, trying to make sure everything was going okay.
The sound check was official. Official as a sound check. That was the most official sound check.
It was a show.
I've been a part of.
That was a show in of itself. You're right, it was.
It was a show.
You're right, it was.
Because like when Opio was up there, he was rocking for a minute.
Yeah,
right.
Him and Breakbeat Lou, they was rocking for a minute.
Right.
They went through like 3-4 joints.
Yep.
The sound was tight.
Yeah, man.
Like that's when you knew it was gonna be a good night.
Right.
When you could hear the sound.
Oh
at the
yeah,
sound
everything
check. It was
crispy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so to finish the hammer story. So we order our shit, and all three of us are actually not talking much because we're just so fucking bewildered by all the shit that's going on. And Meeks just sits down. And he's like, "I'll tell you one thing, we're not gonna have any fuck shit pop off tonight." He pulls his goddamn hammer out of his back pocket and puts it down on the table. Pocket and I just look at one another like, what in the world is going on right now?
I ain't got that kind of time, man, or patience.
And I look around the spot to make sure ain't nobody see him do it.
Right.
All right, don't put that back, man.
I almost had to pull it out. They were taking so long with John Pizza. I was like, hey, man, what the fuck? Y'all can't get 3 slices of pizza out this motherfucker.
Yo, man, and 2 of them were cheese.
Right.
Dog.
Right. You supposed to have that on deck
shit
all
in the
the
oven.
time.
That shit's in the oven. Anyway.
Hell yeah.
I didn't hear the story about the hammer and large P and his homeboy.
Oh yeah, he was like, man, but for real, is that a hammer in your back? I was like, oh yeah, man. I pulled it out. He was like, they both was like, I was like, yeah, man, we had some little, some verbal stuff happening throughout the week, man. I just had to make sure this shit don't go down on my watch. P was like, man, we could reinvent the wheel and all types of shit with that hammer. I'm like, man, it could go down, P.
Yep.
But anyway, I was like, man, thank you for coming out. He's like, man, y'all official, man. I was like, and we, Jay Scienide is our brother, man. We want to talk to you. And he was like, man, whatever y'all need, man, y'all official, man. Like, he was I was not expecting this. This is dope.
Damn, that's dope,
it was awesome, man. Like, I could go without having pictures when I was able to interact with, cats like that.
I'm with you. No, yeah, I'm with you. And I actually kind of like forced myself to do that. I'm like, man, fuck this camera.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit, Ron. I'm just going to enjoy this shit.
I mean, I didn't take no video. I wasn't on the gram.
I did take one piece of video.
I wasn't trying to go live, none of that.
When I heard, when Lou dropped Live at the Barbecue and Opio came out, and Opio, got on, and I knew Large was there. I was like, oh, this shit's about to go down.
But it was funny. not to cut you off, but it was funny because when Opio dropped it, when Lou dropped it for Opio, Large was looking like, yo, why are you doing my song?
Right.
I thought it was kind of, I was like.
Because like 2 or 3 of his boys ran out there too, and they was both standing right by the stage. And
I was like, oh, wait a minute. Is he not supposed
right?
But then the shit just popped out the way it was supposed to. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. But he ran a big, grabbed the mic.
Nah, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful.
All right, so for those of you that don't know and haven't seen the madness on social media,
how could you not?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, we're talking about this like people know what we're talking about.
They know what we're talking about.
But real quick, so the show on Friday, the lineup was nuts, right? So Sixman, Dillon and Batsauce, DT, DayTripper, Camoflauge Monk and Billie Essco, the Architect, Nowaah The Flood, and actually Casablanca showed up as well.
Man.
Rasheed Chappell, J57, Jay Scienide, Bozack Morris, Kev Brown, Opio, Breakbeat Lou, and Bumpy Knuckles with DJ Wayne Ski. Those are the folks that were actually on the bill.
That's the official lineup.
That's the official lineup. So if you look at surprise guests during this crazy lineup, I already mentioned Casablanca. Let's see, Jay Scienide and Bozack Morris. Bozack brought out Heem Stogied.
Heem Stogied
did some joints. Opio, we mentioned, brought out Large Pro.
Yep.
And then we did such a great job of keeping everything on time,
man,
that Bumpy was supposed to do 30 minutes, right, Meeks?
That's it. You got it right there. The time slot
there's a slot right there.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. So Bumpy, because we were on time and the shit was moving along, Bumpy's like, I'm going to do 50 minutes. So we were juiced off that.
And that's a great feeling because hammer and all, we took care of our motherfucking business, man.
Yeah, we did.
It looked like cats was trying to get off a little bit, but miraculously we would get back on track. Like it was just dope.
Yeah, man.
And that really felt good too.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
The look on Brandon's face was like, he's like, man, y'all doing y'all motherfucking thing.
Yeah,
it was
right.
like, it was a couple of times he ran over and I thought he was gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? But he was like, oh, we good. I'm like, all right, cool. So the shit was dope, man. Shouts out to Brandon Boyle.
Oh man, Brandon Boyle. What?
Man.
So great night. So
dope, man.
That being said, in addition to that lineup and those special guests, and during J57's set, Jamo Gang came out. They rocked it.
Yep.
Ras Kass and El Gant came out. They rocked it. Rasheed came up during J57 and Opio
everybody
set,
right? Shouts out to Rasheed Chappell, man.
Oh, he killed it.
He was pretty much the man of the night for the most part. I mean, as far as like just being able to showcase exactly who he was.
Yeah.
Like he got his whole point across.
That's very true.
What I mean?
Yeah.
So shouts out to him. He worked hard, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Showed out.
Yes, for
absolutely.
Sure.
Yep.
And then at the end of the night, Meeks and I were wrapping it up. Trying to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Bumpy got off stage, smashed it.
That was an event in itself.
That was an event in itself. But the best was Meeks and I were up there handing out Southern Vanguard shirts,
man,
and taking a shot of bourbon, that 100 proof,
last shot of the night
for that beautiful show that y'all put on.
Last shot of the night, man.
So we do that. Meeks is trying to hand out those shirts. I go over to Lou because Lou was going to rock for the rest of the night. He was just going to DJ, and I'm like, Lou, you good? We going to rock some joints? He's like, Large is getting ready to go on. I was like, Large Pro? He's like, yeah, we got about 4 joints. He's like, I'm trying to get it ready right now. I'm like, oh, shit. So I turn around and run over to Meeks. I'm like, we got to get off this goddamn stage right now. Large Pro's about to come out. I was looking at my watch. I was like, we got to get off this stage.
All this is going down over live mic. And he tells me this shit. I said, what? Large Pro coming out here, crowd went crazy.
Man, Meeks' eyes got as big as they could possibly get.
I said, look here, man, I'm trying to go through these sizes. I was like, man, fuck these shirts. Y'all figure that shit out amongst yourselves, man, and give it up for Large Pro.
What'd you do, throw about 20 shirts into the crowd?
I don't even know how many it was, man. I was like, y'all can fight over them motherfuckers. I don't care. We got off stage, man. He ran out there,
Yo.
man, and laid it down. Laid it down.
God.
And then you start looking around and you see Diamond D, DJ Hurricane, Lord Finesse, Premier fucked around and walked up in this motherfucker.
Dionne Farris was there.
Man.
What? Yo, at one point when Kev Brown was on stage, I looked over and I saw Lord Finesse with the biggest grin on his face.
Right.
And Dionne Farris was dancing like a fair butterfly, right behind Lord Finesse.
That's crazy.
I'm like, how? And then I look over to the left, and there's fucking Primo, and then there's fucking Diamond D over. Dude,
crazy. And Lord Finesse had a look on his face, like at the end of the night when I was closing it out, and I had shouted him out like 3-4 times, praise the Lord and all that. And he just had a look on his face like, man, I ain't know Atlanta was like this, man. Where am I? I think everybody was on some where am I right now.
I think they were too. And you know what? You know what was so crazy about it too, man, is all the other shit that led up to it that we didn't even know about. Like, think about that, man. That the Diamond D listening party at Patchwork.
Oh yeah, that shit was going on. Yeah,
that was like the pre-party for the show, man. Right. Yo, that's crazy.
Definitely, man. And shouts out to Elder Sensei came.
Yeah, through. Elder Sensei was in the house.
Yeah, that's right. It was just so much, man. It was just so much,
man. Wild.
Even a dejected Elzai after the show that didn't make it. And the look on his face was priceless. And I love Elzai to death, like one of the dopest to ever do it, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But he was like, man, I feel bad. He was like, I should have been over here. Like, he was like, Bumpy was in it. I was like, yeah, man. He said, Extra P was in it. Yeah, man. That was y'all shit? I was like, yeah, man. That was our party.
Yeah, that was our party.
Yeah, man. I missed it. He was like, I missed it, man.
Yeah, we'll holler at you next time.
Right, yeah.
For real.
Yeah. I told him, we're gonna be doing this next year, man. Let's make it happen, you know?
Shit, I pretty much locked that down. Afterwards, Brandon was at the bar. I came down the steps. I was like, yo, Brandon. I was like, let's do this shit next year, man. What's up? He's like, man, fuck yeah. I was like, all right, there it is. Awesome night, man. History, man.
P.O., what were you seeing over there, man? Because you were on, if we were facing the stage, Meeks and I were on the right the whole time for the most part. Like, what did you see going on over there that was crazy, man?
Well, I was just over there with the crew, with all that crew, you know what I'm saying? It was mad dudes. It was like some Death Squad cats in there. And,
really?
Yeah.
Who?
I forgot the brother's name.
Mike Hands. Mike Hands was in the house, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he there? I think he was there on Thursday night for sure at the Ella Sensei show, but I think Mike Hands was there. I think he's Def Squad.
Yeah, it was Friday night, and I just like I said, I was trying to hold down the green room a little bit because, especially once like Large Pro was in there, and everybody was just trying to bum rush the spot, so I was just trying to hold my own and do a little work.
Yeah.
But Cass was getting nice and just having a good time, man. Watching the show from the side. And just seeing everybody have a good time. It was crazy.
Yeah,
man.
That green room got really locked down.
Yeah.
And Brandon told us what was up. Security, when Bumpy came, he wanted that shit cleared out.
Yeah,
I'd be damn if they didn't clear that shit out.
Yeah,
But I did look over there one time. P was dead in the doorway with his arms.
Were you really?
Yeah, because what was happening is the security for 529 didn't know who really should have been back there.
Right.
And I was peeping the game and know who came with who. So I was just like holding it down. I was telling them like, he cool, let him go. Yeah. And then like certain cats that they just wanted to shout at Primo or something, be like, yo, just holler at him, but come right back out.
Yeah.
And then, that's basically what was going on. I was just keeping that shit functional so it wouldn't get too crazy.
Yeah. I had a moment with that too because the smoke detector was in there.
All right, gotcha.
And I was trying to, you remember the alarm went off during the sound check, and we was like, yo, we can't have that.
Nah.
But I remember at the beginning of the show, Cats was going, I think I seen Yamin going there, and the room was filled with smoke, that good smoke too. And I was like, oh shit, the alarm gonna go off. And I opened the door up, and Dillon was in there, and that kind of eased my mind, but I was still like, hey, yo, man, the smoke detector's in here, man. Y'all might not want to do that. They pointed They had the MacGyver some shit up. They had like a Steak and Shake cup taped over the motherfucker.
Towel over that motherfucker.
I threw a thumbs up. I was like, y'all know what the fuck y'all doing, man. Y'all some professional, man. I closed the door hard than a motherfucker. I'm like, we good. We good.
Yeah, that worried me because that shit was going off like
that
crazy
shit was
during
loud
sound
as
check.
shit.
I was like, man, motherfuckers be clearing up out of
Hell
here.
yeah,
We'd had a
not
fucking
need
miniature
that.
version of Sunday night on our hands.
Hell yeah, man. So it was a great night, man.
Oh God, yeah.
I think it was just a great look, not only for us, you know, as Southern Vanguard, but the city of Atlanta as a whole, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
You know, A3C's been going on for 14 years, but you probably can definitely count on one hand the experiences
like the great shows
that they've had like that. You know what I mean? Seriously.
There's no doubt in my mind that this show was the number one show of A3C. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah.
You said
I was there Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
Okay,
right.
So I was there,
Yeah.
and I seen how people reacted to what was happening, and you know, I mean, the Woo was there. The Woo is the Woo. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I mean, legendary. You know, I seen Dipset. I seen Trina. But I'm telling y'all, the energy and the way that people responded to what we had going on there, man, it was nothing. It was unmatched, man.
Yeah.
Unmatched.
That's dope. That is dope.
Absolutely.
What was your favorite, Meeks? Favorite performance?
Damn.
You need to reference this?
Nah, I don't. I mean, I know exactly which one it was because I had cats laughing at me because I was just, you know, at some point in the show, I had two good moments. My first good moment was at some point during the show, it turned into the podcast. I remember reading back.
Right.
I think at one point when I read back everything that happened on that, I felt like it was the playlist for the night. You know what I'm saying? So I got to talk some shit and all that.
That was good.
But when Large Professor did Looking at the Front Door,
oh, dude.
and I had the mic, I had a live mic. I basically had a live mic the whole night, but I just didn't abuse that shit.
Right. Yeah.
But towards the end of the night, I got kind of loose because we had, you know, Bumpy. We made it to Bumpy.
Yeah.
I think you went off.
Oh, I started drinking.
You motherfucker went out without me.
Yeah, Bumpy hit the stage. I went to go get a drink.
Without me. Like, that's that bullshit. I'm still standing over here sober as fuck. And you done snuck off and started your shit off.
I was in the back. I was as far back in the crook of the triangle of the bar. Back. You saw me back there?
I saw you.
Just taking that shit
But
in.
then I ended up getting loose, and Large Professor came out and did Looking at the Front Door.
Oh, my God.
I had a live mic, and something happened. He started it over. And I was on the mic, chicka woo woo woo, chicka woo woo woo, chicka woo woo woo, and he looked around. He was like, "Yo, somebody holding the chicka woos down. Who was that?" I was like, "Yo, that's me." And the crowd went wild. His cats laughing at me like, "Yo, Meeks, you stupid, yo!" Like that shit was crazy. I was like,
that's
man,
that's what y'all were talking about at the end of the night.
Yeah.
I miss all that.
Because Dionne was like, yeah, Meeks, you had it. She was like, chicka wow, wow, wow. Chicka wow. Man, Dionne had, I think that's number 3 for me. Dionne Farris, who I thought was just going to pop in and pop out. She stayed
she was partying
the whole shit.
Yo.
And she was like, yo, that was an amazing event. Like, the look on her face.
That's what I mean, man.
Man, crazy, man.
Dude, people were looking to me. There were people that I didn't even know that were looking at me like, what in the fuck is going on right now? Like, this just does not make any sense. It was the weirdest thing, man. I don't think I've ever been the only time I think I even came close to feeling like that, and I don't think I was really aware of what was truly going on, was at the Ultimate Breaks and Beats shit in Nashville. That's the only thing that I can even remotely like come close to saying where everyone was walking around just stunned about
Which
all
one
the
was
shit
this?
that was going on. Both of them. It was the one with the first one was with Galt McDermott.
Oh yeah.
And the second one was with Weldon Irving.
Okay.
Right? No, did it have it reversed? No, the first one was with Weldon.
And then it was Galt.
And then the second one was Galt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Bernard Purdy and Galt McDermott on stage, and Wilbur Babascom on stage playing fucking, that was crazy.
Man, but if you comparing our shit to that, we talking about a true moment in time.
Yeah, it really is. I can't think of another. I mean, can you guys think of something that you've been a part of that's been
I was gonna say something in Nashville too, the 40-year anniversary of WRVU. That show.
Oh yeah, that was exactly. I would agree with that. That'd be close.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yep.
Count, Egon,
You,
Prophetic, Science of Life. Yep. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was
night.
close.
Yeah,
that was close.
Was that the joint? Was Vic there at that joint? Was that one?
No, he was. No, he wasn't there.
Okay,
he wasn't
that was a different
one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was a shape. That was one of those crazy nights that we did up in the the Med.
Oh,
the Med.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was one of those joints.
Gotcha,
man. But just a beautiful moment in time, man.
Right.
Like
it's a lot of history, man. We've been putting in work for a lot. Think about JD. We rode up to Virginia that time. Is that that's not when we first met?
That's when I met
that's
you.
When we first met. Yeah. I mean, we didn't seen some things, done some
we have
things,
seen some
man.
things, yeah. But I mean, folks were like saying like this is the craziest shit I've seen in a while,
and that's just an honor in itself. You know what I'm saying? And the fact I had one moment where I was like, man, I just can't believe I'm still on the live mic. I can't believe this is my party.
Right.
And I laid out on the stage because it was like, this shit is just that fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't believe this shit.
Man.
But make sure y'all bask in that, man, because y'all been doing this for a minute now. This podcast ain't start yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been putting in this work for a long time. I remember when y'all said y'all was going to do it.
Yeah, we 3 years in now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
3 this January.
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, we 3 years in.
That's what I've been telling everyone. Like, that show Friday night was 3 years in the making.
Yeah. And that's the other thing that stood out to me, how close of an extension of the actual podcast it was.
Word.
We had interviewed 70% of the people on the bill.
Yeah.
And think about everybody I'm talking about even down to Loyal Finesse just being there. We got a Loyal Finesse interview session.
That's right. We
about to get a DJ Hurricane, a DJ, a fucking Extra P interview session, and whoever else we want at this point. We about to do Bumpy again and all kinds of shit. Kenny Dope is coming. Don't even worry about it, man. We got y'all covered, man. Yeah. We are the guard. That was another part of the night I had. I just shot out, we are the guard. We are the guard. We are the guard. And it's just like, y'all got to get this in your face, man. Put it in your mouth. We are the guard. I had cats like Minister Server, like, you right. You right.
Minister
we are
Server.
the guard.
Shout out Minister Server.
We are the guard. You exactly right. I'm like, yeah, man, this is the shit, man. For real.
Hey, Meeks, I wanted to ask you a question since you did this, but like, what made you pull the hammer out on stage?
Just some comedic
shit.
shit.
You pulled it out?
Oh, you pulled the hammer out on stage?
Yeah, the last shot of the night.
Before the toast.
I had the bottle in
the bottle in one pocket and
I had the hammer in the other pocket. And I was just like, so we're going to drink this last shot. So I pulled the hammer out. I was like, oh, wrong pocket. You know, we might have had some shit pop off tonight. I'm sorry. Everybody laughed their ass off. Then I pulled the old granddad out and we drank that shit up and I set the bottle down like an OG and just and the bottle stayed right there. And when we was clearing out, I was able to go back and get the bottle.
Were you?
I got that bottle put up, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna hold on to that for sure.
Yo, you know what was dope too is you know shit is wild when rumors start popping off about who's in the house. Because Pete Rock was supposedly in the house.
Apparently, Pete Rock was at our show.
I think some people thought Elder Sensei was Pete Rock.
Nah, it was.
Really?
I think it came from Bumpy being on stage, and I think he was going through all the producers he had worked with, and he said he mentioned Pete Rock. And I think everybody was like...
It was before that, though. It happened before that.
Really?
Yeah, it was before Bumpy went on.
Man.
It happened before Bumpy
Elder
went on.
Sensei does not look like fucking Pete Rock.
But I'm just... The reason I say that is because it was a couple people around me that was like, yo, was that Pete Rock? Yo, was that Pete Rock? And I was like...
Hey, man.
it's
amazing,
that was the best,
man.
Because, I mean, you got to think about it. People don't really know... you know, they're going to stretch it out, man.
Amazing, man. I also want to say something else, man. Shouts out to Brandon Boyle again.
Yeah,
no doubt.
That's how Bumpy got there.
No doubt.
And I think the major one for us, well, it was a couple of them for us, you know, Rasheed for sure. He really wanted to come down and he made it happen. I think he said he drove from Vermont to get to Atlanta.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I'd be damned if he didn't show up. But Kev and Jay was our contribution.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So to anyone out there that felt left out or felt like they should have been a part of it, just bear with us, man, because we talking about taking this thing out on the road.
Yeah.
We talking about hitting some different cities, some different countries.
Yeah.
With the We Are the God shit. And if you fall in line, if you fit what we doing, if you fit the mold, you'll be on that shit.
Yeah.
You know, but this was a once in a lifetime thing. And you also had to keep in mind the politics of A3C.
That's right.
And what it takes to have a lineup considered an official lineup. Like, this shit didn't just get slapped together. This was
right.
This was
actually,
Smithsonian grade work of art that you saw Friday.
That's
night.
what we were originally trying. That's what I was originally trying to do. Is I was trying to slap some shit together for like a Wednesday night, you know, jump off and just have the homies come through and we have a good time and it be low key.
Yeah.
And then it turned into some other shit.
It turned into some amazing shit. And not no Wednesday night shit.
It was a great night.
Prime time
it was a great
Friday
night.
night in Atlanta does not come easy.
No, it does not. if you guys could see like all the behind the scenes shit and what the lineup could have been.
Yeah.
You know, it was really interesting at times. And also, speaking of Brandon Boyle, how about the motherfucking Architect? This motherfucker right here.
We can't leave that out.
This guy right here is actually this is the guy that guy is the reason the show happened.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even in a stranger like twist of fate, October 5th last year is when I met him in person at A3C on a Thursday night at the Opio and Peb Love show because he was DJing for them.
No doubt.
And he was like, man, we got to do something next year. He's like, we're going to do something. Because he was a fan of the show and we were supporting him. And
I'll be damned if we didn't make that shit pop off.
Yep.
Shouts out to the Architect.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. I had conversations with you and I had been talking about it. And then I talked with Brandon and we were trying to, you know, wrangle through like the politics of it. And I'd kind of let the show be. I'm like, all right, this shit ain't going to happen.
Right.
And then Architect came back off tour with Souls and Lou, ironically, and was like, hey, man, what are we doing?
Breakbeat Lou is one of the coolest motherfuckers I met in a long time. Breakbeat Lou is a dope individual, man.
As a producer, man, I never heard any breakbeat sound so goddamn crispy coming through some speakers, man. Goodness gracious,
I know, right?
Man. And I know some of them. I know some of those breaks, so they was grimy as fuck. He had. I mean, it still had that weight but the analog sounded, but they were crisp. They were so fucking clean.
I know.
I was getting chills over there. Like, God damn.
I know.
That's so much history, man. A lot of cats don't know the history behind it, but there's a lot of history.
Literally architects on the stage. I mean, you had the Architect on the stage, and then you had Breakbeat Lou, and then you had fucking Large Pro, and then you had, I mean, all that. But anyway, Architect, man, thank you, brother. If you're listening to this, you hear this, you know, really, you're the true reason. You know, this thing, you were the real spark for this thing, man. Yo, Architect called me yesterday. He was amped.
Yeah. Still amped.
Still amped.
Still amped, man. That's the homie, man. And shouts out to the sound man, Live.
Oh man.
He worked his ass off. And we didn't have not 1 second of questionable sound.
Nope. We didn't. We didn't have one sound problem, did we?
Not one, man. Not one. Dude.
Whenever somebody called for something, he came right through with it.
It was
within
right
a matter of
there.
seconds.
You're right,
he was on
right
it
there.
every time. He was
Shouts
on
out
it.
to Lyle, for real.
Every time.
And if you know him, make sure he hear this so he can know how appreciative we were, because that could have been, that was a make or break person. I think that was the X factor of the whole shit.
The X factor is people showing up on time for their shit and the sound being tight.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man. Once we got the Bumpy, like you said, we just got to get the Bumpy. We just got to get the Bumpy, and then the night is a success at that point. Yeah. And we made that shit happen, man. It was dope. Can't front on that.
What about you, P? What was your favorite? What was your favorite? Do you know?
I mean, large. I hate to say it, but it was dope when he came up there and just did the verse, with Opio. I thought that was like super dope, just how it all went down. You know what I'm saying? He's like, let me drop my verse. Cause like the same way I was anticipating, like, what the fuck already happened? Like, cause he was there like looking like he was vibing a little bit, but he had a screw face almost. Yeah. And his man had one foot on the stage. So I was like, it's about to go down.
I was across, I was on the opposite side watching that whole shit, and I was like, no. I was like, no. And then it happened.
And then as soon as he finished as soon as Opio finished the verse, he just jumped up there and grabbed the mic and did his verse. I was like, hands up in the air. It was just crazy.
And I think I grabbed the mic at the same time because I finished that shit off. It's like that y'all. I was right there with him, man. I'm telling you, man, at some point
it was great, man.
I was in the 9th grade again.
Oh yeah.
Watching Yo MTV Raps. That's what that shit. And them Opio joints, the Souls joints that he kicked his verse, every Souls of Mischief joint he did, I thought all the Souls of Mischief was gonna come out.
There, right? Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Well, he did Never No More.
Oh, dude.
Man, the crowd went crazy off that shit.
But and another from the vantage point where I was, man, I saw like, Primo building with Hurricane, and then I seen Primo over in the corner building with Lord Finesse, and then I want to say it was Extra P was over there chilling, and Lord Finesse came over, and like it just felt so good, man, to see all the OGs that paved the way for us to be where we at now, to be able to do what we doing now, man. To still be building with each other. It was no hassle. Everything was just beautiful the whole night, man. It was women in the place. It was fellas in the place.
Women was
it was women in the place, there, man. It wasn't just a whole bunch of rappers up in there. It was official party, man. People was dancing the whole time. It was beautiful, man.
No doubt.
And you got to think about the people that was outside, because everybody wasn't inside. There was still people outside on the side. 529 got the bar outside. Every time I went outside, it was packed. Yeah. And when I came back inside, it was still packed. So it wasn't like one of those things where you had to get people from outside to come back inside to support the local acts. Like they were there. Like it was beautiful, man.
That was the spot. That was the Friday night spot.
It was beautiful, man.
Yeah, it was.
How about Bumpy holding it down like fucking Frank Sinatra up there and shit?
It was awesome, man.
That motherfucker parked his mic.
Yo.
And rock.
I needed to see that.
50 minutes straight.
I needed to see that.
No, exactly what he told us. No fucking hijinks. No fucking, special bullshit.
Nope. He
got up there and went through the fucking catalog and rocked that motherfucker.
Killed it.
He was up in there clean, man. It looked like he had starch in them jeans.
Them
joints was clean, man. I'm telling you, OG straight starch jeans.
They was straight from the dry cleaner.
Yo, he was flawless, man. It was flawless.
Yeah. He was flawless.
He didn't skip a beat.
Nah, man.
It was like fucking rocket science up in that motherfucker. He was on that.
He whooped the nigga's ass in every song. I mean, it was straight bumpy, man. Show enough.
Pop Duke, Freddie Fox.
Yes, sir.
All wrapped up into one night, man. Yeah, man.
Boy, he started going through all that fucking industry shakedown shit, and oh my god, all the connection shit. Yeah. Oh my god, man. And then he played the new joints. I mean,
awesome, man. When he did that premiere joint at the sound check, I think everybody kind of stopped in their tracks for a minute. It was like, this shit really about to go.
Oh yeah,
was that the militia?
No. He did it. It was a joint off Connection. I think. Yeah. I can't remember which joint it was.
Man, it was nasty.
It was just sounding so fucking butters in there, and it was just. You're right, man. Soundtrack was a show.
Yeah, in itself.
And one thing that I caught on to early on. And this was my first time meeting him, but he went on kind of early when 6 Man went on.
Yes.
When he set it off there, I knew
he did.
I knew that the show was going to be official because the beats was banging. He didn't skip a beat, man. He set it off, man.
He did.
So you got to give him a shout out, man.
Who was after 6 Man?
Dillon and Batsauce.
Dillon and Batsauce killed that shit.
Batsauce was killing it on there.
He was the whole time. He was live. He was
banging out live, man.
He was live with his shit. I stood there and watched that shit. I was like, yo, man, this is awesome. DT.
DT was making the beat and
Yo,
fucking rapping at the same time.
DayTripper killed that shit.
Man.
And told me I had to pull him off. I immediately hopped up there and freestyled him off of the stage. And speaking of that, that was another thing I'm proud of. This was our party. We ain't rocked not one time.
Not one joint.
John was up there spinning, handling the music. Yo, there was one point, John, when you dropped that Rock Marcy.
Oh,
dudes
yeah.
lost it.
That's when shit changed.
Yeah, dudes
That's when
lost
the night,
it.
there was definitely a shift then.
Yeah.
When was that? That was after, was that after Bozack? I think that was after Bozack.
Dudes
or Kev.
lost it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
that cats lost it.
Yeah. That's
I looked. I was like, oh, he dropped that shit.
Right,
I was like,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I heard. Oh, I was like, oh yeah, this shit. I was like, we in the house, man. We in the house, man. But P, I'm glad you showed up because you did the whole festival basically.
Yeah.
So we
I don't
talking
know what was
about.
in me. I don't know why I did it.
We talking about Thursday through Sunday.
Did you plan on that, P? Had you planned to do the whole shit?
Well, I kind of did. Not. I didn't know what I was going to do, but you know, I was building with Wise, and he got the rap snacks thing and all that jumping off.
Man, talk about that.
So
Auburn Avenue Research Library.
Yeah, man. I mean, they set it off up in there, man. You know, shout out to Wise Intelligent, Rap Snacks, James Lindsay. I mean, those brothers, man, on a business level are doing some really, really big things in the community. And I just wanted to make sure I was a part of that. And that's what kind of set it off for me for A3C. And so I went to the Auburn Research Library, and there was a panel jumping off. And it was just bananas, man. And they were talking about, you know, the distribution channels and what they're trying to do, but what they're doing, because they're implementing distribution all over the United States and working on overseas, man, and putting Rap Snacks on the map. You know, James Lindsay told his story, and I didn't realize he started rocking back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is like about 24 years in the making that he's been grinding on Rap Snacks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, he's had that idea for that long?
Yeah, I want to believe it was I want to say it was about 94. If you know, don't hold me to it but it's been 20 plus years. And he stuck with it. And that's the thing. Like, we as a people got to make sure we stick with our ideas. Whatever it is in whatever your passion is, whatever's in your heart, you got to keep doing it. He's manifesting it to the utmost, man. That's that brother, he's a marketing genius. And you know, I had the opportunity, like I said, to build with them a little something. And I went to some of the events they had. They had a nice little they had a nice event at a penthouse that night. And I seen just 30, 40 business people networking on some major shit, man. I mean, it was just beautiful, man. So that's what set it off for me. And then that night, I came that same night, which was Thursday night, I came to 529. I talked to somebody. I want to say it was Bamboo or somebody. It was like, yo, we're gonna get out or whatever. And I was about to go home, but I was like, yeah, I'll meet you out there. Let's keep it cracking.
Yeah.
And you know, Sadat was up there, and you know, we just went there and wild out for the night.
Sadat and L.
Shout out to Sadat X, L the Sensei once again.
And that was the start for me. After that, I just said, I'm just going to do
committed.
it the whole
You're
weekend.
just gonna go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Homie, you went to some panels.
So I went to a piece of Sonny James and OP Miller from Serato. So I went to the Rain and Roland. No, I'm sorry. I went to the Serato and Roland workshop on Wednesday, and went to the Serato and Rain workshop on Wednesday.
Okay.
Which was super dope. I actually learned some things, and like it was ill. I mean, like if you're a producer, like that little area that they had up there up top, the Loudermilk. Did you go up there, Pete?
I didn't go there.
You didn't go up there,
I didn't
Meeks?
go.
Yeah, the top area, man, like Native Instruments had an entire section with all their keyboards and all the machines and computers set up. Serato and Rain had all their gear there. You could try the new 72s, the turntables that they've made now, and the mixers. Electron was up in there, Splice. I mean, there was some dope shit going on there.
I missed that.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the only outside of Friday. And the Thursday night after the radio station on
WREK, right?
Yeah, WREK. That's the only thing I really kind of did on Wednesday. But that shit was dope, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
We need to shout out that breakfast spot we went to Saturday morning too. What was that breakfast? Delia's, man. We had them
yeah. See, I should have been with y'all.
I had them little cluckers, man. Them joints, the turkey sausage.
We was waiting on y'all.
I know. I got caught up doing rap shit outside the venue, man.
Man, you was polying. I ain't said polying in a long time, but John Doe was on some major politicking. At the same time, we was wondering where the fuck Jay Scienide ran off to.
Shout out to Jay Scienide, Kev Brown, man.
He finally pulled back up.
Hey, look, man. At one point, at about 2:33 in the morning, here's Elzai over here on right there being interviewed by somebody.
Yep.
Here's Ras Kass fucking like butting into the interview being a dickhead, right? I say that with the most love, Raz, if you hear this.
No doubt.
Just, fucking up Elzai's interview. Here's J57 and El Gant. Kosha Dills was hanging out randomly. I don't know why Kosha Dills was in the house.
That's crazy.
Kev Brown's fucking walking around. I mean, it was just so much shit going on. I was just like, man, I just gotta, I was finally relentless. Yeah, man, there was just so much just crazy wonky shit going on. I was like, man, I gotta soak this in, man. Fuck it.
P, did we watch Dionne Farris eat 2 meals at Delia's?
She ate a couple something.
Shouts out to Dionne Farris and her appetite.
So wait, what did y'all do? So y'all went to Delia's. Who was it? It was you and Pocket
Dillon
and
Batsauce,
Dionne.
Damn.
We're forgetting Kerosene. Wasn't Kerosene?
Kerosene was there too.
Kerosene was there.
All right.
Yeah, because it's a funny story. I was holding down the hold down the green room, and he rolled up on me. I didn't catch him. I didn't recognize him. There was so much shit going on, man.
Yeah.
And everybody was coming at me like, "Yo, I'm trying to get out." I wasn't letting nobody in at one point, right?
I'm telling you, he had the doorway blocked.
Kerosene, shout out to Kerosene, man. Much love. But he rolled up to me like, "Yo, I was like, yo, ain't nobody else getting in here, man." He was like, "Well, I'm looking for Dillon." I was like, "Well, Dillon ain't in there, man." He was like, but it was like,
you didn't even know it was Kerosene.
I didn't realize nobody was nobody at a certain point, man.
Right,
I got tired of everybody trying to fucking get
man,
by.
I kind of got that E-Money. Shouts out to E-Money, Erica Pashnaik. I think I said that right. She's part of Speakeasy Promotions. She said, Meeks, I tried to catch you, but you was a man on a mission. I was like, man, I worked that night.
Yeah.
And
we were working.
Brandon came up to he was like, this shit hard, ain't it? I was like, yeah, Brandon, there's some
work, yeah.
There's some work. It's real. It's real work. So I can appreciate. I have a new found appreciation for promoters and people that make shows happen. It was a chance. Like I said, we didn't perform, but it was a chance to see another side of entertainment and how you can pull some shit off and make a magical night out of some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. Man,
hey man, y'all got to give it up to fucking Brandon Boyle.
You got
that
to,
motherfucker
man.
Is putting it down for Atlanta.
You got to
in a fucking big way, and he doesn't have to.
Nah, he loves it.
Trust me,
He's
he does
passionate
not.
About it.
He does not have to.
Nah, he loves it. He loves it. So that's somebody you that's a name you got to lock in, man, and just remember and never front on him.
No doubt.
For real. I pull a hammer out on your motherfucking ass. Now, Pete, talk about Saturday and Sunday, man.
Saturday, man. Man, I went back out there Saturday. Rap Snacks had the tent, so I wanted to go out there, support, just show a little love. And
was that at the Freight Yard?
Yeah, it was at the Georgia Freight Yard, Freight Depot.
So this is the big joint. This is technically the festival, right?
This is the Georgia Festival. And, I went through there early. I went through there at 2:30. I wanted to make sure I checked out Dillon. We went and checked him out. He started it off. And so went and hung out with him, Batsauce, for a minute. And made a couple of runs. I ain't even tell you this. H showed up in town. Shout out to my man, H2O.
Damn.
It was his birthday, so he had a little something going on. I went and shouted at him. Him and his family was there, and a couple other folks in the family,
Oh shit!
And so I ran out real quick, came back, and just checked out the show. The show was lovely. Of course, everybody was waiting for Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
and It was great, man. I mean, it was just a good night. I was tired as hell.
I think
it was hot as shit out there.
I think the Instagram post of the weekend for me was J57 had VIP, backstage access or whatever.
Mm-hmm. The shot of the Wu-Tang.
Posted the mics.
Yeah, that was
all labeled up, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, he had the mixing board, a shot of the mixing board with the tape on it that had everybody's name listed on it for their mics and stuff.
Crazy.
So that was kind of dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
They also had the Wu logo shining on the building.
I saw that.
Next to the A3C logo at nighttime when it got dark. They had the big light, man. I got a picture of it. I'll show it to you.
Very nice.
And they had it posted, man. It was crazy, and it's messed up. It's messed up because I can't. Let me grab my phone. I can't think of who else was performing because I'm just thinking about the Wu. Yeah, it was like
Prime.
the bat signal. It was huge.
Prime, Westside Gun, and Conway had the entire city.
Westside Gun and Conway.
The entire city of Buffalo
had
on
the same hoodie
stage.
on.
Yeah, man. They put it down though.
Royce had the
put it
pink
down.
Sweatsuit on. I was tripping off that shit. Shouts out to Prime, Royce, and Primo.
Yep.
Royce is like the
JID was there. He did his thing.
Yeah.
That was super dope. So yeah, that set it off, man. Wu-Tang came out and it was just classic. They did the whole 36 Chambers album. They did the whole album once they got.
Oh, they did
the whole album. Once they got halfway through it, then they did like a couple of just miscellaneous joints. That was I can't remember what he did. They did so many joints, but they did a few joints and then they went back to the album. Did the whole joint in order. It was bananas.
I saw some after party with DJ JC somewhere that looked fucking dope. Mm-hmm. Like it was RZA and.
Deck was out there.
Was Deck out there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Was Ghost there?
Ghost was there. Everybody was there.
Everybody was there.
They were.
And then
They all showed up.
Young Dirty Bastard filled in for ODB.
I saw that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was crazy, man. They were all
How
there.
did they pull that off?
They pulled it off, man. You talking about with the ODB part or
No.
just the whole show?
Just everybody
How do
They
you
were
do
there,
it?
man. They were there, man.
Has that happened recently?
In
Vangard.
years past, yeah.
RZA.
So they
Rock the
don't-
Bells.
Oh, so they on their
Snow-
shit now.
Yeah.
They were all there.
For the right
Yeah.
show, they'll come out.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
come out and do their thing. Yeah.
And then they had the Wu Experience earlier in that day before Dylan went on. They had
Did
this
you
big
do any
Wu
of that?
Experience. No, I didn't do it, but when I got there, it was like kind of finishing up.
Mm.
And they had like these tables set up where they must have had a full course like luncheon meal or something. They had the tablecloths and
Were you eating
Ray,
lunch with the Wu?
I wasn't, but other people were. You know, Ray was walking around there. It was live, man. They was doing interviews and stuff.
Dope.
It was live, man. The
Dope.
Wu did it, man. They really pulled it off, man.
That's dope.
It's a great weekend for them, I'm sure.
Yeah. And then we come to Sunday.
Oh boy.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Damn.
And you get to thinking that, damn, was this the last A3C? I mean, motherfuckers is breaking news on local news, and I heard they broke in on CNN, which is
Did they
basically local news
Well,
here in
around the
Atlanta.
corner. Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
So, but it's CNN, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Sunday was crazy, man. I mean, I had a great first 3 nights, so Sunday was just, an extension of it to
icing
me.
on the cake.
But
Yeah.
Sunday up until Wayne was straight though, right, P?
It was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And since Wayne was there, I was like, let me take my son out. Let me get my son out tonight, and take it easy, spend some time with him. And man, I mean, it was live. I got there like right around the time when Currency went on, and he killed it. He was playing some joints. I mean, he was
Really?
Currency was on stage. He did his thing, and then there was another act. I believe a guy named Key was up there, and then Diplomats came out. Dipset, man.
Dipset.
Oh man, Cameron came out first, and he had probably the first 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes, he was just doing joints. I mean, he was just going in. I mean, just joint after joint after joint after joint. And then I forgot what song it was, but then Jim Jones and Jules came out, and they just started rocking, man. They did it up, man. They played all the hits, man.
That's crazy.
They rocked it, man.
They had the Averex jackets on and shit.
Hot as hell. Cam had on a jean jacket. The rest of them just had on regular gear.
That's what's up.
It was live. They had the whole crew out there. They had the stage packed, man. It was
Dope.
live, man.
Dope,
They was
dope.
rocking, yo. And I went and checked out Trina for a minute. Jumped in there, checked out Trina. I didn't
tell the story about Trina when she was
crowd surfing.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for whatever reason, I guess her people wanted her to crowd surf or something. Maybe it was part of her act. But she went ahead and did it. They got some dude to get her up on the. But like everybody was too worried about taking pictures and having their camera up doing videos. It was like everybody had one hand and a camera in the other hand, and I guess she didn't feel comfortable. She was like, "Get me down out of this motherfucker." She wasn't up there too long, man. I thought that was funny as shit. 'Cause everybody worried about their Instagram and their Twitter instead of worrying about Trina's well-being. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So it was live.
Yeah.
I missed Young Baby Tate. We got to shout out Dionne daughter. You know, she was out there doing her thing. She been grinding for a minute, man.
She's making some noise,
so y'all
making a name for herself.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all look out for Young Baby Tate. She out there doing a thing.
Yep.
Then after Dipset, Manny Fresh came on.
Oh yeah, how was that? What was that like?
He was just spinning.
Oh,
he was just spinning joints.
Just all the classics.
He was just spinning all kinds of stuff. It wasn't
it was just a DJ set.
Yeah, it was really? a DJ set for Manny Fresh.
Oh, that's interesting.
So he was playing all kinds of stuff. You know, he played a little bit of their stuff, a lot of Atlanta stuff, you know, everybody was waiting on Lil Wayne. And I think Manny Fresh did close to an hour because they made sure everything stayed on time.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can say about the festival. This whole festival this weekend, everything was on time.
Yeah.
If you was late for anything, you missed it.
You missed it.
Yeah,
right.
You missed it. Talib Kweli, I forgot about Kweli. He was Saturday. He was Saturday. Shout out to Kweli.
Kweli.
He did his thing too.
With the backpack on.
And then 10 o'clock comes Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I mean, by that time, it was more packed than the Woo was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was packed out there.
Yeah.
And, you know, like me, I've been around for a little bit, so I was like, yo, we're going to sit back here. I ain't going in the crowd.
Right.
I got my little man with me here. He bigger than me, but that's my little man. I got him with
me.
Right.
Shout out to my man, Lil Clayway. My man Clayway was with me. He had his son, so we was just out there on some father shit, schooling our kids, building with them, having a good time.
Yeah.
And, you know, we set our own little perimeter. We was in the back, and we started watching the Lil Wayne show, man. We was chilling. It was cool. Our sons was videotaping and everything, and it was about 2-3 songs in. I was starting to get into it. Yeah, I was like, Lil Wayne he gives a hell of a show.
Right,
I mean, you got to remember, he been around for a minute.
Oh yeah,
you know, Wayne ain't no spring. He ain't no new jack at this shit. Man. He been doing it for a minute. He's still young, but he been doing his thing for a minute.
Yeah,
and he was commanding the stage, man. It was a great show. It was a great fucking show. And then all of a sudden, I just seen shit that I've seen in the past, and I just had to go into survival mode, man.
Little Tunchi Massacre 2018.
Yeah, man. I ain't know what was going on. I grabbed my son and, you know, we went and made a few steps over towards this big fence they got on the side, man. This motherfucker just started running everywhere. You hear people screaming and shit, and I ain't never hear no gunshots go off of them, but I just hear a lot of commotion. People start running. When you see that wave coming towards you,
know what a gunshot sounds like.
You see that wave coming towards you. You just got to get out the way. So, I looked around real quick, seen what was a safe spot, and it got me and my little man to a safe spot, and was just watching motherfuckers run past, and you hear people yelling and chicks screaming, and people trying to keep their girls under control. Like, you gonna be all right? Just follow me, you know.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say they trying to assassinate him. I heard all kinds of stuff. People running.
Damn.
And
hell nah.
We over here by this fence.
Get your hands out of my pocket.
Yeah. we over by the fence chilling, and then everybody say, get over the fence. And then another wave of people start running, and we just jumped over the goddamn fence, and we was out of there. That was the end for me, man. I was out of this.
That's crazy. So apparently some fighting broke out in the VIP area.
Yep.
And it just set off a wild chain of events, man. It just kind of ended the festival on a sour note, you know.
Unfortunately, man.
So it's a lot of shit up in the air right now, man. But you know, hey, I guess, you know, everybody I talked to that was out there, shouts out to Lisa. I heard her version of it, and it just and I also talked to our cameraman Ralph. Ralph
was out there.
Shout out to Ralph. Yeah, shout out to Ralph, by the way. Holding it down on Friday.
He damn sure did. He said when he got out there early, and he was like, the crowd, it just didn't feel right.
It wasn't like Saturday. I can tell you that. Yeah. Saturday was an older crowd. It was more, people like us.
And from what I hear, Lisa said the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it just didn't feel right. It from what I hear, it was just too young of a crowd.
Yeah.
And they didn't know how to handle themselves in that those surroundings and that type of environment. It was just like
those are folks that just came because it was like a concert.
Right. It was some dope shit going on, but it was some shit they probably haven't experienced before.
I never thought about it like
and
that, but you're probably right.
And they just didn't know how to act. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and we gonna be out here how late? And we just out here, you know what I'm saying? We just out here kicking it.
And they was getting fucked up too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was like double the weed being smoked the night before.
Okay,
double or triple the weed being smoked.
So now we know
and
exactly
I ain't gonna put it on the weed or nothing, but it was crazy, man. The drink lines was longer. It was crazy.
Man. So yeah, you add all that into the mix. Plus it's still hot as shit.
No doubt.
Like today was the best day of the year. It feels like fall is about to happen.
Around the corner.
Yeah. But this weekend was hot. It was hot as shit.
Yo, you saw me. I rocked shorts to the fucking event on Friday, dude.
I don't know what I had on. I was wrong for that shit because at some point I had sweated through all that shit I had on.
Well, see, that's the thing. I was out Thursday.
Yeah.
I was at 529 on Thursday night, and I was just a fan. I was just a spectator that night, and I was hot. I was like, I'm going to be running around all day, all night Friday night.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
fuck that.
I should have rethought that shit, but it was. I still had a good time, man. For the most part, 529 got some great AC in there.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
So it was pretty good in that whole night. But overall, man, like just knowing what you how you experienced it, P, and John, you going to the panels and stuff like that, and P, you with the rap snacks and just great. Checking out different aspects of the festival. And definitely the shit on Friday night. We Are the Guard showcase.
Hey,
I would say it was successful, man.
It was by far the greatest A3C I've ever attended.
Hey man,
ever.
And that's nothing to sneeze at right there. You know what I mean?
Doubt.
So shouts out to the A3C festival.
Yo, real quick, I got one more shout out. We talked about Sixman earlier, but he had a bunch of his homies down from Grand Rapids, actually.
Okay.
He's from Grand Rapids originally. So we were talking about Michigan shit just because, with Nat and whatever, and she's from up there. But his I think it's his PR guy. And my apologies, I've forgotten everyone's name because I met fucking 150 people on Friday night. But dude hit me off, and ironically, so I was wearing my Braves hat on Friday night. Right, the blue and red joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude has a clothing company called Wasted something. I can't remember exactly what it is. Not Wasted Youth, but Wasted something. Wasted Goods or
something. Yeah, shouts out to them because he hit me off with a gift bag.
You got a hat too?
Yeah, I did.
Well, he pulled that. I saw him. And he's like, I like your hat, man. He's like, check this out. And he pulled it out, and it was the same fucking colorway.
Yeah.
It was the same shit.
Nice.
So yeah, so big ups to Sixman and his whole crew that came down.
Crew, for sure.
No doubt.
Yeah, he had a bunch of folks in the house, and Pocket, I knew when he hit the stage, I knew the shit was on. Between sound check and when he got on, he commanded that motherfucker. Yep. I'm like, oh, this shit is gonna go.
Yeah. And everybody in there enjoyed it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
they did, right?
Yeah,
everybody rocked it like it was 1 million people out in the crowd.
They did, and that takes a lot, man, right? Because when 6 went on, there were probably like, maybe 20, 25 folks in there?
Right.
He rocked it like there. That place was fucking
packed, man.
He did his thing.
That's why I had to shout him out, man. No doubt.
Yeah, I came away with a lot of inspiration, man. You know what I'm saying?
I did too. If I wasn't tired as fuck, I'd be a lot more amped up right now.
Yeah, this shit is, at this point, this shit is hit or miss with me right now. But that kind of put, a little, I don't know, man, some energy back in the kid. You know what I mean? Like just to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope. No doubt.
Absolutely.
It was dope for real.
But I retired after Sunday night.
You retired.
I know. And I don't blame you, dude. I
ain't had to scaffold no fences and all that bullshit for a minute.
Dude, it was real upper echelon industry folk in there that got trampled and stampeded.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody owed me $60 for my jeans. I got a hole in them.
Yeah, no doubt. Right.
But no, overall though, like I said, that A3C was a great weekend, man. It was great. It was beautiful, man.
Yeah, no
it was
doubt.
beautiful, and I'll do it again next year.
Yes, sir. We'll see what happens this time next year. All right, we'll see what the conversation is like this time next year.
As long as y'all do another show, maybe y'all grab a stage at the A3C this time.
Nah, man. It's a 529.
Yeah,
low key in the cut,
No
and
doubt.
we just. And you know, the whole time I was just saying to folks, I was like, you know what? I just want to I want to have a good time.
Yep.
I want to be hanging out with my friends and with artists that truly want to be there.
Right.
And I want people to wake up on Saturday morning and say, you should have been there.
Yeah.
And that is exactly
And that's
what fucking
it was.
happened.
That's
You
what
know?
it was.
And I don't know if you want to touch on this. If not, you can cut it out. But you gave me that philosophy the next day when I talked to you. I was like, it's that small stage, that intimate setting that we
Exactly.
have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
means a
Yeah,
lot.
man.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
there's something about, it's hard to pull off.
Yeah.
I mean, think
Some shit on
about
a big
who was
stage.
in the 529. First of all, just think about the 529 and how it has evolved.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The merch area in there right now used to be the stage.
I know, it's ill,
you know what I'm
right?
saying?
Yeah.
And now it's an official
Yeah, that's
room.
crazy. Yeah,
You know what
it's
I mean?
a real room.
It's a real room. So just think about the fact that Premier was in there. Large Professor, Lord Finesse, DJ Hurricane, Diamond D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about some real luminaries, man.
Yeah,
real
man.
people. You know what I'm saying?
Bobbing their head, chilling, putting their
Right.
hands up in the air,
Having a good time.
running up
Inspired
on stage.
to be like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm going to do 4 songs on this motherfucker. You know, like just, ain't nobody put no money in my hand or nothing, but I feel like doing 4 classic joints
Yeah.
right
Yo,
now.
and folks were lamping like in Atlanta like all week.
Dude.
Like I saw some posts from Large like today. He's still here.
Dude, I thought
Yeah.
Rasheed had to bounce out. He was like, nah, we worked it out. We're going to be here for the weekend.
Yeah.
He was here for the whole
I
fucking
know.
weekend.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
You got to think about the energy that we got from being there. We also gave out that same
Right,
energy.
that's
to
right,
some of
yeah.
those OGs. They got some of the energy
Yeah,
that
that's
we
right.
that we
Yep.
put out there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yep. In a place where they don't, they're not here, often or regularly, and
Yo, it's kind of wild, man. People expecting some great things from us after this. So, hey, man, I hope we can live up to it,
I
man.
hope we can
Yeah,
too.
I hope we can
This
live
might
up
be
to
the
it.
top.
Yeah.
This might be the top, y'all. Next year could be a shit show. Just
Yeah.
remember.
It'll never happen.
Nah,
It'll
it
only
can't.
get better.
But the
ain't gonna happen.
homie plan on calling in some big favors, man. So
No doubt.
I don't see no shit show in the works,
Hey, real quick,
man.
I need you sponsors to show up.
Hell yeah, let's speak on that.
All right.
please. Yeah.
Your sponsors need to show up and holler. All right. We threw one hell of a motherfucking show, and when I
show
say
of the
shoestring
weekend.
budget,
Yeah.
when I say shoestring budget, I mean fucking shoestring budget.
Yeah.
All right. So sponsors holler at us. I mean the visibility
No doubt.
and the presence after that show was second to none,
No
man.
doubt.
You can't you can't just invent that. So holler at us if
Hey
you're
man,
listening.
info at southernvanguard.com.
You got it.
man.
Know you in Vanguard.
Know you in Vanguard.
DJ Pocket,
Yeah.
Eddie
Yeah.
Cappuccino, South Memphis,
We are
motherfucking
the
Meeks,
guard. We are
DJ
the
John
guard.
Doe, twice a week
We
Meeks,
are the
twice a
guard.
week Doe, Smithsonian,
grade.
great,
And we ain't lying about that. We proved that. Guggenheim.
Guggenheim, history.
Don't play. Historicals.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Historical.
Big up yourselves again, man. I'm telling you, big up yourselves.
Thank you,
man.
Pete. Thank you for helping us.
It wouldn't have
Yeah,
happened
man.
without y'all. This whole
Yes, sir.
weekend wouldn't have been.
Thank
It wouldn't
you.
have been. Y'all set it off Friday night.
That's
man.
what's up.
Thank you, man.
That's what's up.
All right, we are the guard, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.